Changes. Changes are inevitable, whether they're by choice or completely unexpected and out of the blue. Could be suddenly or a slow burn, but changing is something we all go through. My channel has become my little space online where I can talk about things that interest me and do it wholeheartedly and unapologetically. At first, it started out being just a little bit of everything, a little bit of me. It had no clear direction or intention, but it was fun and it allowed me to just create. Over the years, I've realized that what I want to do is just talk about movies, TV shows, and anime. And that's what I've been doing for the most part while still having my own personal touch. The name A Little Bit of Monika just doesn't feel like it represents my channel anymore. I named it that mainly because of a song called Mambo No. 5. I thought it was a funny pun, and to be honest, I just didn't really put much thought into it. But now I feel like it's only fair that I actually use a name that I feel matches my channel perfectly. Besides, there's this video game character that always pops up when I'm searching for a little bit of Monika, and honestly, she won. I cannot compete with her. But now I want to give everyone a warm welcome to Cinemonika. Cinemonika perfectly encapsulates what I see in this channel. It still includes my name, Monika, but it also includes the word cine, which means film. I want to keep talking about movies, recommending movies, what I watched, do some reviews and analysis and stuff like that, while still staying true to me. It doesn't mean I can't do videos about other things. For example, I just did an apartment tour. But it just means that from now on, I'll have a name that I feel like really encapsulates what my channel, my content, and myself are all about. I made a new channel art and I've changed my name on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So I hope that you guys will support me in this change. I'm very excited and thankful for everyone's support always. Also, I do have a mini announcement or pre-announcement, but I am currently setting up a film club in which we can all watch a movie every week and discuss it and talk about it and things like that, but I'm still figuring out the logistics of that. I want to possibly set up a Discord. I don't really know how to use it, but I'm trying to figure it out. But when all of that is ready, I'll come out with a bigger announcement, but this is just a pre-announcement so that you guys can get ready and excited with me. Okay, now that we're done with all of the announcements, let's head on to what I watched in July. Hey, no! Luna! So for half of July, I was in the Dominican Republic, so a lot of these movies I watched with my parents, and therefore I mainly just rewatched movies. The first one that I rewatched is I Care a Lot. I Care a Lot is the epitome of a girl boss movie. Yes, she is a girl boss, but also she's like a really bad person. Like, she should be in jail. Rosamund Pike is this woman who basically scams old people who can no longer take care of themselves so that she can basically take ownership of all of the things that they own, all of their money, their houses. That way she can become rich. Yeah, a bad person. Rosamund Pike is just the best at playing these types of characters where she's just a complete psychopath while also wanting you to root for her. Kind of. It's one of those movies where you know the main character is in the wrong, but also you want to see how far they can get with their scams. I don't know, it's fun. It's a fun movie, it's very fast paced, but for a movie called I Care a Lot, I just didn't really care that much. Rosamund Pike's Blunt Bob is the main character of this movie. Then I watched Dunkirk for the very first time. I don't have anything against Christopher Nolan. I do like his movies. It's just the past couple of films of his, I did not enjoy. I actually liked Tenet more than Dunkirk, and I did not like Tenet at all. So, I don't know, it's just not my type of movie. There's a reason why I waited so long to watch it. I just wasn't really interested in watching it. I know a lot of people like it. I know. But I couldn't find one thing I liked about it. I don't know. It was just really boring. I didn't care about anyone in the movie. So then I rewatched A Simple Favor, and to me, that movie is like in the same vein as I Care a Lot. It's basically kind of like they're cousins. Those movies are cousins. All of the people in it are just unlikable and they suck, but it's still like a fun train wreck to watch. You want to keep watching and see where could this possibly go. I was very entertained. Same as I Care a Lot, I was very entertained all the way through. It was just a bit all over the place for me, but it's still a fun movie to watch. I wouldn't say it's like a great movie. Then I watched a documentary called 3 Identical Strangers. It's about these 3 men that found out that they were triplets when they were about 18 years old. They found each other by complete chance, and it's a really, really fascinating story, but it does turn pretty dark. I started out being super excited for them that they found each other, that they were able to connect in a way that only siblings are able to. I mean, twins, that's a whole different level of connection that you have with a sibling. But later on in the documentary, they start to really find out why they were separated at birth, why none of the parents knew about the siblings, and it's just pretty up. Like I said, it's a fascinating story. It's a story that's like shocking, but I do want to warn you, like, it does get dark and pretty twisted. Then I watched a movie that I feel like I never heard of it before, but I just saw it on Netflix and I was like, let's watch it. It's called Awake and it stars Gina Rodriguez. Oh my god, this is probably the worst movie that I've seen this year. It was so bad. It's basically Bird Box, but in this one, apparently no one can sleep. There's this something in the air that makes everyone stay awake, and by not being able to sleep, obviously people are gonna go crazy and no one can really survive without ever sleeping, so they have to act really fast to find a cure. There's just one little girl that is able to sleep, and it's Gina Rodriguez's daughter. They're trying to see through her why she's able to sleep and maybe find a cure. It was just ridiculous. The dialogue was really bad. Maybe a couple of exciting moments here and there, but nothing really made sense. It was just bad. And honestly, I wish I would have slept on this one. Then I rewatched The Parent Trap because it's one of my favorite movies from my childhood. It's just super fun. The music, Lindsay Lohan in it is great, and it just brings me a lot of good memories whenever I watch it. Instead of reviewing it, because I'm sure everyone has watched it, how about we talked about how up this movie really is. Like, if you really think about the plot, the parents got married, had twins, and then they decided that each of them will take a twin and never speak to them again, never see their other child again, and completely hide to their daughters that they have a twin. Yeah, this movie doesn't make any sense if you really think about it. Also, if I was them, if I was both Lindsay Lohans, I would be so mad at my parents that they separated me from my twin. But instead, the movie just focuses on like their love story and them getting back together. But if you just ignore all of that, it's one of the most delightful movies that I've ever seen. Then I rewatched Death Note with my little brother because I wanted to show him, because I thought that he would really like it, and he did. It just solidified what I thought before. The first half of the anime is great. There's a lot of suspense. It's very thrilling and you really want to keep watching. But after something happens that I won't say because maybe you guys haven't seen it, but when something happens, the whole second half is just boring. It's just more of the same, very repetitive. It should have ended right in the middle. It shouldn't have been so long. It's pretty long for a one season anime, I feel like. It's just one of those animes that you have to watch. It's just so famous. So then I rewatched Inside Out because I thought that my dad would like it, so I wanted to show it to him. Yeah, it's just so delightful and wonderful and so clever. Honestly, whoever came up with this idea is a genius. And look, I've seen this movie so many times. I know what happens to Bing Bong. I know. And yet I still cry every damn time. It's Pixar magic. Then I got on a plane back to LA, and on the plane I rewatched I, Tonya. I truly think this is Margot Robbie's best role. Although I haven't seen every single Margot Robbie movie, so I can't say that, but from the ones that I've seen, I feel like this role fit perfectly for her. Except maybe during the scenes where she was supposed to be 15-year-old Tonya Harding. Come on. She did not look 15, and Sebastian Stan did not look whatever age he was supposed to be. I think it was like 18, I don't know. They did not look like teenagers. That's the only part that's like very laughable about the movie, but other than that, I love this movie so much. I really like the pacing of this film. It's very fast and very fun, and it's told in different perspectives. Obviously the interviews that are happening in the present day, and then all of the flashbacks of the stories that they're telling. I really like that aspect of it. I thought it was super fun. Every single time I watch anything that has to do with ice skating, I want to go ice skating. I want to do a triple axel. Then I rewatched Gone Girl on the plane, and honestly is one of the cutest movies I've ever seen. Okay, I did this for TikTok. If you want to go watch my TikTok, here it is. Gone Girl is such a great movie. This movie is a complete experience. It's just so thrilling and you never really know what's gonna happen. It is just one of the wildest, craziest rides you'll ever have watching a movie. The cinematography is gorgeous, the writing is just incredible, and so are the performances. Like I said before, Rosamund Pike is just great at these types of roles where she's like a psychopath. But again, it's one of those where you're like, should I root for her or not? I'm confused. It's just an incredible thriller. Then I rewatched Superbad. You know what? It's fun. I remember that I really liked it when I was in high school because I thought it was really funny, and it truly is. It's a movie that's just like on the verge of being one of those really raunchy and stupid college or high school movies, but this one is actually funny. Michael Cera in this movie is the epitome of Michael Cera. This character is perfectly him. And of course, Mike Lovin. How can we forget Mike Lovin? There are just so many funny quotes from the movie that really just stay with you for a long time. I mean, I watched this movie in like 9th grade. I still remember most of the dialogue. Then I watched a movie called Billy Madison. It's an Adam Sandler movie. And you know, for me, Adam Sandler movies are like a hit or miss. There are some that I really like, but then there are others that are just... Some movies are so stupid that they're funny. This is not the case. It wasn't funny. It was just plain stupid. There was just not one thing that was funny to me in this movie. I'm really sorry, Adam Sandler. I sometimes like you, but sometimes it's just no. Then I watched a series called The Act. This one came out a couple of years ago, but I hadn't watched it because I remember when it came out, I think that I was watching some darker movies and stuff, and I just wanted to change it up and watch some comedies. Like, I wasn't ready to watch this yet, but I finally did. It was crazy. Joey King plays Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who is a girl that was a victim of Munchausen by proxy. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Basically, her mom had been lying to her entire life about her sickness. Her mom made her believe that she was sick, that she had epilepsy, that she has a lot of health problems, that she can't really walk, so she was in a wheelchair all her life, until she gets old enough to realize, wait, I'm good. I don't have anything wrong with me. It's a very interesting story. I feel like the show was great. Joey King was amazing. I've watched some interviews and things like that of the real people, the real trials and all that stuff, and they did an amazing job portraying each character. It just goes to show you how Netflix is just wasting Joey King's talents on all of those kissing booth movies. I mean, she has great acting chops. Then I started watching an anime called Fruits Basket. I haven't finished it. It's about this girl who befriends these guys that can somehow turn into zodiac animals. Well, actually, they are the zodiac animals, but whenever they hug someone of the opposite sex, they turn into their real selves, which are the animals. It's kind of a weird premise, but it's actually extremely cute. A lot of people commented on my anime series videos that it's super emotional and it's going to completely destroy me, so I'm looking forward to that. And then another 2 series that I'm currently watching are Gossip Girl on HBO Max, the new Gossip Girl, not the old one. I've already seen the old one, but now we're watching the new one. I have a lot of thoughts, mostly mixed thoughts. I find it very entertaining, but I completely hate the whole teacher storyline. The teachers... Why? It just doesn't make any sense. Why do the teachers care so much about what these high schoolers are doing? It's so stupid. But you know what? The original Gossip Girl also had a lot of stupid plot lines. I do like the characters a lot. I mean, some characters, not all of the characters. I really like Julian, Monet, and Luna. I could do without Obi. Soya is kind of... The other 3 are whatever. don't really care. But yeah, it's just the teachers. The teachers are just, I cannot. Also, I made a TikTok about this too, but they have some really questionable green screen moments in this show. I'm gonna talk more about my thoughts when the whole season 1 is out. But for now, you know, we're watching every week. Another show that I'm watching on HBO Max is The White Lotus. The White Lotus is extremely weird. Honestly, I'm like 5 episodes in and I'm still like, what is happening in this show? I don't know what the point is, but I still can't look away. It just has this way of kind of reeling you in and wanting you to keep watching and keep waiting for more. I absolutely love the music. I think the music has a lot to do with that. It's just this weird kind of hypnotizing music. I don't know. I've been really liking it so far. I wait for it every week. I'm like, I want another episode. Now I found out it's only 6 episodes, so I have 1 episode left. But it's been renewed for season 2, so good news. It's about this group of people that go to a resort in Hawaii. That's all I'm gonna say about it because I don't want to spoil anything, and also because, like I said, I don't know what's going on, so I can't really talk about it. So that was everything that I watched in July. Let me know if you guys have watched any of the movies or TV shows that I mentioned, or also what have you guys been watching this month. Again, thank you so much for supporting me in my channel name, and I'm just very excited for what's to come for my channel. So thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.